There are times when the world feels heavy, when the burden of your goals feels like too much to carry, when your mind starts spiraling into excuses and delays. You know there's something you should be doing, yet your mind insists on waiting, on pushing things off until tomorrow. But here's the hard truth: tomorrow doesn't arrive unless you make it happen today. We live in a world where action means everything. Inaction isn't just a passive choice. It's a slow descent into regret, missed chances, and a life left incomplete. There's a powerful Stoic principle that can transform your life. And no, it's not about motivation. It's rooted in the simple habit of doing, taking action even when you don't feel like it. That one mindset shift can be the line between staying stagnant and breaking through. What stops most of us is the craving for perfection, or the belief that we must first feel ready. But the truth is, you won't. The perfect moment is an illusion, and the more you wait for it, the further your dreams will drift away. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca understood this well. They didn't wait around for ideal conditions, they acted, because they knew that in doing they'd discover purpose, clarity, and momentum. When you hear the word action, what do you picture? Maybe you imagine some huge decision or life-altering leap. But action isn't always massive. It's found in small, consistent choices. It's waking up and pushing through that initial resistance. It's choosing to move forward when every part of you says, wait. Action doesn't come from perfect conditions. It comes from choosing to take charge of the moment you're in, no matter how messy or imperfect it may be. One of the most crucial Stoic teachings is this: focus on what's within your control, and the one thing always under your control is your action. You can't control your environment. You can't always control the outcome, but you can always control whether you act. And action is the most powerful way to create momentum in your life. How many times have you felt frozen by fear or uncertainty, fully aware of what needs to be done, yet unable to move because it doesn't feel right? Maybe you've waited for that fear to fade or for motivation to magically show up. But the painful truth is, fear only fades after action is taken. The longer you wait, the louder that voice of doubt grows, and the harder it becomes to take that first step. Action is the remedy for fear. The more you take action, the easier it gets to silence that voice. Let's talk about motivation for a second, because it's what most people rely on to move. But here's the truth: motivation is unreliable. It fades, it's inconsistent, it's not dependable when the days get tough. We've all felt bursts of inspiration. But how long do they last? A few hours? A day? And when they fade, which they always do, you're left with a choice: wait for it to return, or act without it. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline is what allows consistent action. It's the ability to show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It doesn't care about your feelings. It's a decision you make to do what must be done, no matter how unmotivated you are. The Stoics knew this. They didn't live virtuously because they were inspired. They did it because it was right, day in and day out, no matter their emotional state. Just think about it. Discipline turns the impossible into the inevitable. Every time you take action, even when you don't want to, you're laying the foundation for your future. It's those small, repeated actions that lead to major results. Every step, every decision builds the life you want, and over time, taking action becomes second nature. The key isn't waiting, it's showing up. Not chasing perfect conditions, but choosing to act now. Let's touch on something important: the discomfort that comes with action. No matter how much we want to move forward, there's always resistance. Our minds crave ease, comfort, and quick gratification. But growth lives outside of comfort zones. You can't grow without discomfort. You can't evolve without facing resistance. Every time you confront discomfort and push through it, you get stronger. The Stoics didn't shy away from discomfort, they leaned into it. They recognized that the greatest rewards lie beyond the struggle. Each time they embraced difficulty, they grew, learned, and strengthened their resolve. And the same holds true for you. Each time you face discomfort and take action anyway, you grow. Every time you avoid it, you remain the same. Once you accept that discomfort is a necessary part of growth, you start to see it differently. You no longer avoid it, you move through it. The act of doing becomes the lesson. It's no longer about ideal conditions. It's about doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Another profound Stoic idea is this: focus only on what you can control. You can't always control your emotions. You definitely can't control the world around you, but what you can control is how you respond. You can choose to act, even when you feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or scared. That's where your power lives, in your response, in your action. And once you realize you control your actions, you realize you control your life. You discover the power you've always had. With every choice, every step, you have the chance to reshape your life. But it begins with a decision to stop waiting. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for fear to disappear. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Start now, because now is all you truly have. This is where the Stoic idea of the present moment comes into play. The past is gone, the future is uncertain. The only time you can truly act is now. So stop waiting for a sign. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. You already have it. The time to act is always now. Even one small step forward today is enough. When you act, no matter how small, you send a message to yourself that you're in control, and that one small step can spark the momentum to tackle bigger things. Action is what breaks the loop of hesitation, fear, and regret. It brings clarity where there was fog. It gives power where there was doubt. So right now, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to move forward? It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just take one step, one action. That's how momentum begins. And that momentum will carry you towards the life you've been chasing. You don't need more time, or more motivation, or more planning. You just need to act. If this message hit home and you're ready to step into action, like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom to help you live with discipline, purpose, and courage. Don't wait for tomorrow. Begin today. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. Take that step now, and everything will begin to change.